know that May is Mental Health Month? 1 in 5 adults in America has a mental illness, and 60% of those do not receive any mental health services. Well, the Patrick P. Lee Foundation would like to change those numbers. Here with us this morning is Jane Mogavero, who is the Executive Director. Good morning, Jane. And
hey, Linda. It's
interesting to know that this is actually a private family foundation that is stepping up to the plate to get some people involved in making some big changes.
That's exactly right. We are a foundation that's been around about 10 years, and we've always had a focus on mental health. But really, in the past 2 years, we've concentrated our energies much more, mostly because we realize how critical the need is.
Mm-hmm. The need is critical. We're not doing enough. And so what we really do need is what you say is government intervention. And all of us can help play a part in that to get it.
That's right. So we just launched Be Kind to the Mind, and you can go to the website bekindtothemind.org. And what we're really inviting people to do is to join us in this cause. We don't have adequate mental health services in our community, and the only way that we're really going to change that is by telling our elected officials that this issue is important. And I think people need to understand the power of our collective voice. So when you go to the website, you can actually search for your elected official, and there's some sample language that you can use to email, call, write. But what we really want is for people to let the elected officials know that this matters.
And it's amazing, Jane, that this really has been overlooked for so long. Because when we see what happens in society, when people aren't getting the help they need or the intervention when they most need it, it can not only affect their life, it can affect others, many others. It's like dropping the little pebble, in the pond, and the ripples go out. This is something that really needs to be looked at a very young age, and to know those resources are there.
Yeah, I mean, you're exactly right. This is a community issue. You said it earlier, 1 in 5 people live with a mental illness. That means these are our friends, they're our neighbors, our co-workers. And we need to be there as a community, so we have to do that with collaborative work. And so when Congressman Reed and Higgins agreed to participate in this, I think it really shows the importance of the work, that they're able to reach across, Republican and Democrat coming together. This affects us all, and it's so important that we give it the attention it deserves.
And Jane, we have to be very, very honest about this, because I believe there's probably still a stigma attached. People don't want to really come forward and say, I think I need help. If we can erase that stigma, it should be no different than going to the dentist.
Exactly. This is, mental health is just as important as physical health, and we need to treat it that way. We certainly would never judge someone for saying they had cancer, so why do we judge someone who's living with schizophrenia?
Right, absolutely. So we have a website, and you're seeing it at the bottom of your screen, and it's the Patrick P. Lee Foundation. And if you go to that, you can put your muscle behind that by getting in touch with these politicians and letting them know what you feel and how strongly you feel about this, correct?
That's exactly right. And we really hope that the community will join us. The government is where the funds are, and they need to know that this is important, and they are, accountable to us.
Right.
So it's important that we let them know what matters.
Well, we certainly have learned that by having the public link arms and move forward on this, we can make a difference.
Exactly right.
So let's make sure we're kinder to this generation and the next generation, and really just start talking about things like this and getting that information and getting that money that we need so these people can be treated, because these people are us. If you think about it, correct? Yeah. Jane, great job, and we want to thank the Patrick P. Lee Foundation for coming forward like this and being such having such a public say in let's make a change here, not only in Western New York, but in this beautiful country we live in.
Thank you, and thank you for letting us be here today.
You're so welcome. All right, everybody, we're going to invite you to go to that website, bekindtothemind.org, all right? And this is an initiative that just got started through the Patrick P. Lee Foundation. Be kind, the number 2, themind.org. It's really important that you put your energy behind this, and we get some movement from the government.